5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back to Drunken Nerds podcast. My name's Dan. Over the other side over here with the stuffed animals is Schubert.
Howdy, everyone.
Welcome back, Schubert. We've been at this for 2 months now. This is episode
2
number
full
8.
Yeah,
Yeah, can you believe that? So
I don't think anybody can believe it.
Yeah, no, we're going strong, and we're going to make this
Myself
a weekly
included.
podcast. That's true. All right, so what's going on? Where are you now? What's been going on? Give us a rundown.
Not a whole lot since last weekend. I'm now in Ohio.
That doesn't sound fun.
No, not my favorite of places. I say it could be worse, but who knows? Sorry apologies to all of you Ohioans out there. So, not a very excited place, but I'm making the most of it.
What part of Ohio? Hear anything good at least?
I'm in Columbus, so it's not the best, not the worst. I had made some plans. I was thinking about going up to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this weekend, but I didn't really feel like driving, so just stuck around. I think I'm going to turn it into a video game weekend.
It's not bad. What are you playing? Still Skyrim?
A lot of ESO.
Yeah.
So,
I like it.
what's going on over there in New Hampshire?
So, yeah, still in New Hampshire. I came up from the basement. I needed a week off from the cold. I couldn't do it.
Is it cold over there?
It's actually nicer now,
Yeah.
but I feel like the basement is literally just entrapped.
It stays cold.
I mean, the cold that's like still 15 degrees down there.
Yeah, it was like.
So I went
30,
down there. I said I can't do it.
It was like 30 degrees here Monday, and it was like 70 today. So
yeah, so I'm out. I need to come up here for a little bit. So yeah, I've been keeping busy doing nothing.
Back in the kitchen, back at the head of the table. I see.
That's right. Yep, Rowan Reigns is back at the head of the table. So I had to kick the family out for this one. I'm lucky that my in-laws live 5 houses down, so they can just walk over there, which is nice.
Yeah, the basement, you didn't look like you're having fun. So tonight, I think we're going to have lots of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I love it down there. It's just a matter of, like, I lose feeling in a lot of parts of my body. I don't like that. So I wanted to have a good experience today.
It's nice in July.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's amazing that quarantining, I feel like I've been completely useless. Like I've literally just watched shows, played video games. I went through the whole streaming services and I watched like one thing on each service. On Apple TV, I watched the Billie Eilish documentary, which is like 3.5 hours long. I don't know why. I watched a new SpongeBob movie, which I think, SpongeBob on the Run, I think it's called, on Paramount TV. Check that out. That's a good one.
We're gonna call that a win.
That one's a win. Billie Eilish,
Awesome.
not so much. Unless you really love her, not so much. No.
I think I would have skipped that one, but SpongeBob's a win. Awesome.
SpongeBob's a win. Yeah.
How about did you check out Raya and the Last Dragon?
I haven't yet.
No,
I tried to actually get the girls to watch it, and they didn't want to watch it. All they want to watch is it's called TOTS, TOTS on Disney Junior. So I can't get them to watch Raya and the Last Dragon.
That's how I felt. I didn't feel like throwing up the $30.
Is it $30
I
on
think
top
it's
of the
30.
Disney Plus?
I think it's 30.
Right.
It's one of the premium ones, kind of like how they did Mulan.
Right.
I was thinking about it, then I was like, I don't need it this weekend. I can wait a weekend or two. I did watch what I've been waiting for it feels like an eternity, Coming to America 2.
Oh, that's right. That was on Amazon Prime. How was that?
It was okay.
Didn't blow you away?
Didn't blow me away, but I've also seen some really, really negative reviews of it, and I don't completely agree with them either. So it was just kind of straight down the middle for me. Could have been better. Could have been a lot worse.
Okay, I was actually going to watch it the other day and actually listen to the soundtrack today, which was decent soundtrack. So
yeah. So the one thing I will say about it is it didn't, sort of destroy the mystique of the original movie, which it feels like a lot of sequels these days that are just kind of making a buck to, be a sequel to be a sequel. This one, it really didn't do any damage to the original movie, but it wasn't really that good. So, that's kind of where I am with it.
All right, but you watched it. I'll have to give it a shot. So
yeah, I was expecting a lot, but I'm not taking points away for that. It's just complete for me. It was completely mediocre. Like, there were a few good nods to the original movie, but it wasn't one of those that just like felt like it destroyed and made the original movie worse.
Fair enough. All right, so maybe check out Coming to America on Amazon. Maybe not.
I'm just like so about it. So.
All right, fair enough. All right, so we have a lot of asks going on between all the streaming services, other than SpongeBob. Go watch SpongeBob.
All right, I'm gonna have to take.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg, Keanu Reeves. Go check it out.
Which have those two alone? They seem to be the two hottest cameos going these days.
Oh yeah, they can't do no wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't seem what sort of media source you have. If either one of them makes an appearance on it, it seems like it's must watch.
It's good to go. Oh yeah. So, all right. So let's get into what's going on this week and go from there.
This week's hangover.
The shirtless men.
The shirtless men. And actually, we're excited to announce that we might have a guest
we have
next
something
week.
In the works.
Yep. The one standing up wants to explain the photo. So that's something to look forward to next week because I want to hear his input because I've never heard the explanation on why this photo was taken and why they're all half naked at a bachelor party in Vegas.
We might have some context, like they weren't trying to recreate an Abercrombie ad from 2006.
You don't think that was the reasoning for the photo?
I don't know. I kind of do, but hey, we'll let the source tell it.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear this because now that I'm looking at it right now, they're all wearing jeans. None of them have socks on or shirts. I feel like it was definitely planned. Like they went into a bathroom and said, guys, let's just go out there, shock me and you, and see what they do. So we obviously took a photo of it. It was very strange.
There was no way I was awake at that hour. So, and I feel like you had to have taken the picture. So I don't know who they would have surprised.
Who knows? So I'm looking forward to that. So we'll see what he has to say for himself.
The story behind the story might be coming next week. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right, let's get into what happened this past week. Not a ton of news. Some interesting stuff. The biggest one that I know you wanted to get into was. So Halo announced some. Was it Pringles? Did you find them?
I found them.
You found is that a hamburger? What is the flavor of that?
This is Halo limited edition Moa burger flavored.
Ooh, okay. Have you tried them yet?
I've yet to try them. I figured we'd share it for everybody. Now,
well,
I'm not the biggest Halo guy, so you're gonna have to fill me in on the Moa burger.
Yeah, so Halo, they were supposed to launch a new title last year, and they postponed it, and people were all upset about it. So it's called Halo Infinite, and now it's coming out this fall apparently, and so they're finally doing questions and answers and whatnot, but.
So do you think this was an original tie-in tied into the original release? Because I know a lot of times that happens with products. A lot of times with movies like the Marvel movies, stuff gets leaked through the toys because they had it scheduled to release and it gets released anyhow.
So those Pringles they just came out, right?
Yeah, just this weekend.
Yeah, I don't think that was the case. I think they're finally going full force that they know it's coming out this fall, that they're going to push I think they're going to do their whole Monster thing and the Monster energy drinks and
And
Pringles.
side note too,
food.
I do think this is a Walmart exclusive.
For the Pringles chips.
From everything I've gathered, not sponsored, but I think it's a Walmart exclusive.
They're going to go all out for this game
Also,
because
I don't know if this I don't know if it's going to turn into a limited edition thing but I got you one as well.
ooh, you did. All right, you got to send me one of those things.
So I'll send this on its way.
right,
I mean, they could be readily available at every single Walmart across the country right now. I don't know, but I grabbed 2.
So, what's the name of the flavor again? Because I didn't get the tie-in.
It's called Moa Burger, and from what I've read, Moa is like one of the birds, like the ostrich-like birds.
I didn't even know there are birds in Halo.
I think it's kind of like an ostrich. I don't know. So you're the Halo expert, not me. I've only played Halo 3 a handful of times.
I'm gonna have to look that up myself because I have no idea. I mean,
No, so from my understanding, the Moa is one of the birds like that you can just like kill at some juncture. And apparently they've made cheeseburgers out of them.
oh, interesting. Yeah,
So- What do you think? I pop one of these Pringles cans?
I say pop one.
Here we go.
See, I don't understand why they would announce like a grunt burger or something have to do with like the actual alien species.
Well, wouldn't that be cannibalism?
Well, maybe those grunts look tasty. I mean, you see them run around like, "Wah!" They run around in circles and stuff.
But they're kind of like people. Wouldn't that be kind of like cannibalism?
Oh, the aliens. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
All right, here we go. We got the Pringles
Let's
open.
see what this Moha burger tastes like.
Smell pretty good.
Going for chip number 2. Let's go over chip number 3. He might finish his whole stack by the time he actually gives his review. So we'll see what happens here.
I had to get the flavor.
So what do you think? Are these Halo Walmart exclusive Pringles worth getting?
I don't know if they taste like Moa, but they taste pretty damn good.
They're pretty awesome. All right.
So I would describe it. It's almost like a salt and vinegar with like a little bit of like a chipotle kick.
Okay.
I dig it.
So you like them. All right. So
Yeah.
that stack will be gone by the end of the night.
Yeah, if they weren't Halo affiliated, I'd still eat it.
You still awesome. So Halo, I think, is going all in on this game, which they should, because I've been dying for a Halo game for I don't know how long at this point.
I feel like a lot of the tie-ins, like when you get like a Burger King tie-in or a Pepsi tie-in or a Lay's tie-in,
yeah.
the thing tastes like junk. This is pretty good.
It's pretty good. All right. So that's a good start for Halo.
I would eat this without it being Halo.
All right. That's good to know. So check out the Halo Pringles cans exclusive at Walmart.
Moa Burger.
Try Moa Burger, which I also look up myself. I'm not too sure about that one. But Halo is going full on this fall. I think there was a question and answer, like a fan thing from 343 Studios, who developer of Halo. And apparently, too, that you know how in Halo, you can kick them off the Halo ring, like actually like throw them off, which is big news for Halo fans. Because you could never do that. Usually when you die. But now you can literally kill them and let them fall off the planet.
Okay.
Which I'm a fan of. I like that. I always want to know, like, it's a ring. You kill them. You're just going to fall and land on the edge of the ring. Now you just kind of go off into space. You're dead.
I'm going to add, I hope they're just getting us ready for Moa Burgers with Pringles. I want to see the real thing at Burger King.
You want to see the real thing?
The real
I
thing.
want to see this whatever ostrich you're talking about that lives on planet Halo.
Yeah. I want to see the real Moa Burger at Burger King. Halo people, Burger King people, get working on it.
Get working on it. Okay. We'll see what happens on this one.
What do we have? You said that comes out in the fall?
It's coming out this fall, yeah.
They got 6 months to get this to get get it together.
If they're already doing Pringles now before spring even officially hits, there might be a Burger King Halo Burger.
You heard it here first.
You thinking Burger King of all places?
They always seem to be the one that ties in.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a Burger King too. So.
It's never McDonald's. It's never Wendy's. Maybe something weird like Hardee's or something, but it's always Burger King.
It's always Burger King. You're right. Taco Bell is always a PlayStation place, it seems.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right, that's Halo Pringles for you. That took up about 10 minutes worth of talking about that.
Hey, they were worth it. Go find them.
The other news is, I know you want to bring this up, Schubert. So Avatar and Lord of the Rings are coming back to theaters in China. And give us your reasoning on why they think they're coming back right now.
So there's a lot of theories. Like Avatar, for instance, everybody seems to think they're very petty and they just want to take back the record from Avengers.
So they want to be the number one box office because they're not that far away.
No, the Avengers just barely sneaked it out. So Avatar, basically by showing up in theaters, it seems like they're going to pop back into first place.
It's amazing that Avatar held the record for so long. They still have not released another Avatar. No. They're still pushing this first Avatar. So that'd be quite something if they can get a single movie to literally that's been... when did that come out? When did Avatar come out?
I want to say it was 2006. I could be wrong, but it was close. That's ballpark.
Yeah, it was just a long time ago. Yeah. I mean, Avengers was a huge thing. It built up with all the other movies, so it had the people.
Titanic was sort of the same thing before Avatar. Like it was out forever and the record holder forever, and then put it back in theaters every now and then.
Yeah,
but I think this is going back onto something. I think China's onto something. And before we say, "Oh, Avatar is going to be the king forever," now if you don't think Avengers is going to hit theaters back in China again, you're out of your mind. Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, he's about to go be the ambassador to China. So if you don't think Avengers is going to be in every theater in China, you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
But back to Avatar, which it's kind of a Disney thing too. He doesn't care which one wins. He wins either way.
Right. It's all Disney at this point.
So the Avatar, though, I think what's interesting is they announced Avatar, but they also announced Lord of the Rings in 4K in theaters.
Which sounds incredible.
Sign me up for that and take my money. China's already figuring out how they're going to get people back into movie theaters.
Right. They're going to go old school. Not old school.
The coolest movies you can think of. And just want to go see on the big screen.
Right. High quality surround sound. It's almost like a first time watching it again by having
it's
better
like
quality.
Seeing it for the first time again. It's like going to a concert or a live event or a baseball game. Going back to the theater has to be an event.
Yeah, I agree. Like, your favorite movie can only be so good when you watch it on your 50-inch TV at home with generic sound. But you put that back in the movie theater, get the quality going, get the surround sound, it blows you away. I agree.
And I was going to say an example. I go, name me a movie that's up for Best Picture this year. I don't think I could name you one other than Borat. And if Borat's Borat's up for Best Picture, then yikes. But so take one of those other 10 pieces of crap movies that I don't give a fuck about and put it in a theater. And you expect
that's a potty mouth. Big Mike is going to call you out on that one.
And you expect me to sit next to a stranger who probably has COVID and eats overpriced popcorn? It's not going to happen.
Right.
Avatar, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Marvel. That's all that's going to get me to a theater. Then there's some other ones, but.
Now, do you think... because everything is streaming services now. I just thought of this. So all these movies that come straight to streaming services, do you think they could get some sort of contract with movie theaters to put them out? Because I'd want to see, like, I know the big movie that came out today, which got terrible reviews, but Cherry with Tom Holland. Like, would they ever release an Apple TV straight to streaming service into theaters to get a different perspective? Well, most people probably watching Cherry is probably on their phones or their iPads or.
They do. You just have to look hard.
So they are releasing in like smaller theaters.
So few and far between.
Yeah. So you think the amount
it's not the new straight to DVD like you used to think it is. It's kind of just the production. You can find it. It's just few and far between because nobody wants to do that. Right. Your couch and your television is that much better experience for those kind of movies.
Yeah, I'm thinking like SpongeBob. I want to go see SpongeBob on the Run in movie theaters. I mean, if they put that out right now, I would go see it tomorrow.
And that sounds like fun. I'll tell you, this past, I want to say July, I was at Universal, and I walked by the movie theater, and they had movies playing. The only movies they had playing were classics. And they had about 30 movies playing in 30 different theaters. I picked The Gremlins. I went to see, we got Gizmo behind me. Whoop, that way. Huge Gremlins fan. I went in there. I thought for sure I'd be the only person in there. There were probably 10 to 15 other groups of people. And I say groups of people, doubles, triples, not like huge groups, but I knew everybody in there loved The Gremlins.
Yeah.
It made that viewing experience that much better. It was so much fun just sitting there. It was relaxing. It was great. I would do it probably once a month if there was an experience like that in theaters.
Right.
We don't need the latest releases in theaters unless they're blockbusters.
Right. And I think this can definitely save theaters. You're definitely onto something where it's a different experience sitting on your couch with distractions everywhere and not having, a dark room, surround sound, seeing your favorite movie. It's completely different. I think I told you this past Christmas, I went to go see The Polar Express, and they actually, at the movie theater, and they incorporated parts of the movie into actual things. So like the hot chocolate scene in Polar Express, they turned all the lights on, all the waiters came in running in, dressed up, holding hot chocolate, and gave hot chocolate to all the kids. So it's almost like they're incorporating a different type of atmosphere when it comes to movies, which is great. So I think movie theaters are in trouble because of all these streaming services, but they start incorporating, you're right, older movies with the experience or almost like a in-person type of tangled in. It would be fantastic. I mean, I think that movie theaters have potential.
I think it's going to be sort of like vinyl records. 20 years ago, nobody wanted a vinyl record. Now every Tom, Dick, and Harry has a vinyl collection.
Mm-hmm.
You want the vinyl because it's cool. You're going to want to go see Indiana Jones in the theater because it's cool a year from now.
Right.
I think that's where it's headed, and that's what's going to save theaters.
Yeah, I think so too. Because they're not going to be able to get away from the streaming stuff. No, they can find other ways to make income and still get the experience. So you're right. That's a great way. I'm telling you,
Borat's probably the only streaming movie I've seen in the last 2 years, and it's nominated for Best Picture. So, hey, strange times with movies.
Very strange times. I have not watched that one yet, but I don't plan to.
I think Borat might be the only movie I've seen outside of the Disney umbrella, aside from a couple.
Coming to America?
Coming to America. Yeah, that's Coming to America and Detective Pikachu, I think, might be the two that come to mind.
Okay. Yeah. So a lot of changes come in movie theater world.
Which they're both wheelhouse movies. So they're my direct wheelhouse.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of changes coming within the next year or two. See what happens. So the movie theaters, get the originals out there, get the fan bases. People will come.
Fan base,
close them
that's
down.
yeah.
So, all right. So another big thing that happened, not big, I guess, but Mario Day was March 10th. So it was a couple of days ago. Known for Mario Day, they do a bunch of sales on their games and whatnot. So,
now,
Schubert, how do you celebrate Mario Day?
For anybody that doesn't understand Mario Day, it's March 10th.
March 10th, yeah.
Mario.
Right.
Took me a while to figure that out.
Yeah. So what did you do for it? Anything?
Not a ton, but I bought this thing.
Got lots of props today.
Lots of props. I bought.
What is that?
It's the Mario Lego starter course.
What is that for? Like for a game?
No, so this has been out for a while. I've been trying to find it, but it's been kind of hard to find. So when I saw it on Mario Day in the store, I had to buy it.
Seems like a necessity. So is it it's a Lego or is it a game?
So it's Legos, but like the Mario, it's like a little Lego guy, and he's like electronic. I'll try to open this up. I think it's going to take more problems, but I don't think it's probably going to happen in the next.
We'll do like a post show of like when Schubert gets his things.
Yeah, when I thought, but they sell like other kits and stuff. You get the little Mario, and he's got like a sensor in it, and like you set up the course, and you do do, like bounce him around and see if you can get the high score.
Nice.
It's been out for a while, but I haven't been able to find it in stores. So I was kind of shocked that I found it.
I honestly haven't even seen that. I've seen the Mario Kart one where you set it up around your house and you start doing like racing around your house, but I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, no, this is I've been looking for it. So I think it was kind of happenstance that I found it on actual Mario Day.
I like it. All right, so you really went all out on Mario Day, so good for you.
Yeah, now that I opened this, I might be distracted the rest of the hour. But
yeah, we're gonna hear like crunching and opening the rest of the show. I'm sure. So
here we go. Do.
Oh boy,
build him a little bit more.
So
yeah, it looks pretty cool.
A question I have to ask you here.
What's that?
So you have stuffed animals behind you. You have Mario Kart stuff.
We're going away from Mario.
You travel everywhere. How do you carry all of this stuff wherever you go?
Well, so this trip I heard I'm going to actually be driving home, so I bought a Rubbermaid container and kind of just chuck it all in there.
Okay, so that's why you have all the stuff. You knew you were driving home.
Yes. Once I found out I'm driving home, I kind of started splurging a little bit.
I was about to say, like, you need your own plane at this point. To keep
I
carrying
know.
stuff
I'm
everywhere.
way past 2 carry-on bags at this point.
Yeah, I would imagine.
But for Mario Day, I know you've been playing the Super Mario World.
Yeah, 3D World, which is awesome. I play it constantly.
And the Bowser expansion, you got into that?
I haven't got into that yet. I'm still trying to beat the original story here because I got Harvest Moon as well, so it's kind of take half my distraction away.
That's my plan for the weekend. But side note, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, I mean, I loved Harvest World. I mean, I played them all. You know, they're fun to play. Yes, I'm going to call it Harvest World for the rest of this show now. That's all I'm going to do. Harvest Moon, Harvest World, they're all the same. But
this thing's got a lot of pieces. I'll take it.
You're not going to stop, are you?
I'll
but did you see that? I think the big thing with Mario Day was Animal Crossing did a crossover with Mario, right?
Yeah.
Did you get into that? I know you're big into Animal Crossing. I'm
sort of an Animal Crossing purist, and I sort of feel the same way with like Smash Brothers, Mii's. I don't like. I'm picky. It's like I like my food separated. I don't like my things mixing.
So you're out on the collaboration between the two.
Out. Yeah, it's not for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Not for me. I like Smash Brothers. Like when it all comes together, it comes together.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I'm a divide. And I like it nice and pure.
Strange man.
Yeah, hey, it's one of my. I'll say it's one of my OCD things. But I like Smash Brothers. That's the point of Smash Brothers. You get everything jumbled together.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they did it for Mario Day. I kind of appreciate it that they did something like that, but I'm not big into Animal Crossing as is. I play a little bit of it, but I don't know. I like Harvest Moon a little better.
The thing I'm excited for Mario Day, and this is kind of like going forward, I'm excited that brands are very, very much embracing their days. We had Pokemon Day a couple weeks ago. We had Mario Day today or yesterday or whatever day it is at this juncture. coming up, we have Star Wars Day on May the 4th. These brands are embracing these days and trying to make them their holiday. And I like it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, no, I like it too. So
next week we have Stone Cold Steve Austin Day.
Yeah. It's always something that gets you excited. I like it.
Yeah.
So.
Like I like these brands just like grabbing a day and owning it and just blasting the doors out and giving us all kinds of stuff.
Right. So
I hope.
All right.
I hope we
so
get
Mario Day was this good stuff. So
Mario, we'll see when I
know. We'll see. You have to do like a Instagram live when that thing is actually done. And so
maybe we'll do that tomorrow.
What are you gonna do? So what's your name on Instagram live again?
I'll do it on the Drunken Nerds.
The Drunken Nerds Instagram live. Yeah. Schubert's Mario Day purchase.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
That'll probably be at some point this weekend.
All right, let's do it. So, all right, so we're moving on to the next thing. So, J.J. Abrams apparently is completely in on HBO Max. So he has a new show coming out with Josh Holloway, which everybody knows from Sawyer, from The Lost. It's called Duster. I think it's a crime show, but they're finally coming back together. So what do you think about this? JJ and Josh.
I'm going to try to keep this PG.
Where are you going with this?
This gets me very, very excited. We all know Lost is my favorite show of all time. Josh Holloway as Sawyer is probably my favorite character of all time. It blows my mind that he didn't get like work out the ass after Lost. Like, should have been in everything. Should have been in Star Wars by now. Should have been in Marvel by now. Like, blows my mind that he hasn't been. So, I know he got that chance on, it was a USA show called Colony, which I tried to watch it. It wasn't that good.
No, I tried to.
I think he's been on Yellowstone. Maybe that kind of revived him a little bit. But for him to get a chance with JJ, please, yes, give me more.
Yeah, I'm all in on it too. And HBO seems like they always know what they're doing. So J.J. Abrams with Josh Holloway, it's going to be a good show. I have no doubt.
I typically don't love basic crime stuff, but this, I think it's period. I think it's in the 70s. That's from what I've read.
The 70s or 80s.
So it's period, which I can get on board with. And they say crime, but maybe it's not. Maybe there's something else to it. Either way, I'm in. HBO doesn't screw stuff up. JJ typically doesn't screw stuff up. Please give me more Josh Holloway.
Yeah, I think this is going to be good because HBO lined JJ up for a while because I think he's actually doing a series on Constantine from DC as well. That's also in the works. And he's doing another show for I think it's called Justice League Dark, a series. If you're familiar with the comics.
Yeah.
So JJ is fully on board with
Constantine, Satana.
Yeah, so he's got 3 shows coming up on HBO, and I don't think the first one coming up is Duster with Josh Holloway. They're not going to let him blow that up because they'll be worried about if he's going to screw up everything else.
And I'm telling you, Josh Holloway needs to be in the MCU.
That would be great.
This needs to be his vehicle. I know everybody always says Gambit, like he's the perfect Gambit. He is, but there's other stuff too. Yeah, he needs to be in the MCU.
Yeah. We'll see. This might revive him again.
Hopefully.
This is his vehicle. Going.
Yeah.
All right. So that's exciting. Another thing, obviously, going off of that, what are you going to say?
I'd say hopefully it seems to, other than Evangeline Lilly, there seems to be like a post-Lost like Seinfeld-like curse. Nobody other than Evangeline Lilly has done a thing. Michael Emerson has, but other than the two of them, nothing.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going through all of them in my head right now. You're right. Not much.
So,
all right. So this might be the big break. Lost Star
this is
comes back.
Hopefully this is the break. And if
Yep.
not, maybe it won't be. Maybe they'll say, screw it, we're doing the revival.
I think it will be though. Like I said, HBO doesn't put stuff out unless they think it's going to be successful. So
I agree with you there. Yeah.
but so sticking with that. So Justice League, the Snyder's cut is coming out in less than a week. I honestly know nothing about it. I know it's been all over the place. A lot of pump up for this. What do you think about the Justice League?
Well, you just said HBO doesn't screw up, but apparently they do.
Well, they screwed up Wonder Woman. Yeah, they definitely screwed up Wonder Woman. So I guess they can't go that far. Series-wise, they don't. Movie-wise, not so much.
They didn't do Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was going to go to theaters.
That's true. That you're right. You're right.
But I mean, not screwing up by HBO Max screwed up and put out Justice League Dark Justice League under the guise of Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, it did. This wasn't like it was caught on YouTube. It was actually on HBO Max app that they released the movie a week early.
So I would like to know who the one guy out there who is like, hey, kids, tune in. Tom and Jerry's on. And Justice League starts. And he's like, oh, crap. I'm on to something. Because I guarantee you there were a few guys out there who were like, all right, kids, time to watch Tom and Jerry. And, oh, this isn't Tom and Jerry. Then one guy, it clicked in his head, and he's like, I have to tell the internet.
He's like, Andy, shut up and sit down. We're not watching Tom and Jerry, but we're watching this. So they must have got so excited. The dad's out there.
Famous.
Yeah. So they messed up big time, which HBO, whoever that was, is definitely fired at this point, I would imagine.
I don't know, though. I think if it's any press is good press.
Yeah, got it out there.
Yeah. So I mean, it like, was there anybody that was going to sign up for HBO Plus this week who's like, oh, well, the movie's out there now, I'm not going to sign up?
Yeah.
It's different than like going to the movie theater and paying $16.75.
Right.
Everybody who has HBO Plus to see Justice League still has HBO Plus to see.
It's HBO Max.
Whatever the hell it is.
And everything plus this and that. But I just wanted to correct you there.
I signed up for Discovery Plus. So.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got it yesterday.
But okay, so this is completely 360
Side note
here. So what sold you on Discovery Plus that doesn't already on demand? I couldn't figure that out.
It was Naked and Afraid.
But isn't that on demand? It's not a Discovery Plus original show.
Wasn't on my Sling.
Was it on your Sling? Okay. And that's right. You watched the first 2 episodes of the new Naked and Afraid.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I wanted to watch it and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I'm like, they must be holding it back because they want me to sign up. So I did.
Yeah. I mean, I watch Discovery all day long and every other commercial is Discovery Plus. And I go, oh, I'm going to sign up for it. Then I realize everything's on demand. Like, why would I do it?
That's basically what happened to me too, except the Sling on demand's not as good as cable on demand. So
okay, fair enough. All right. So what are you reasoning there? So
back to Justice League. Yeah, I'll watch it.
What do you think about it though? Because every actor and actress is in it. Do you think it's going to be good?
So I still haven't actually seen Justice League.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the regular one. I kind of knew it was going to stink. And then when I heard there was like whispers of a cut, I was like, screw it. I'm just going to hold out for the cut. And so
yeah.
I've held out for the cut. And so
they've been promoting this like crazy. So I don't know how much they can change it in a way, but.
So the runtime is 4 hours.
4 hours?
4 hours.
Boy. All right. Well, luckily I have a lot of time on my hands nowadays.
I'm a huge fan of extreme long runtime movies.
Yeah.
I could watch Return of the King like.
Yeah. I could watch Lord of the Rings all day long. You're right.
So
there.
I love if Avengers Infinity War had been 2 extra hours longer, I would have been happy. So a 4 hour movie, I don't care how bad it is. That just excites me.
I did not know that part of it, but I'm a little excited now too myself.
Also, I might have the controversial opinion. Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman.
I don't know about that one, Chewy. I don't know about that one. That's a little too far.
Yep.
Yeah, you are a Ben Affleck guy. I take it, but
I do. I think he's perfect.
Yeah, you're gonna get some hate on that one because that's definitely not a popular opinion.
Oh, I know it.
No. So, all right. With that said, we'll get off of Justice League. So, what do you think? Let's go to the rest in peace. Should we do that now?
It's your time to shine.
I know. I hate doing this segment every week because I don't want to see somebody die every week. That's important. But this one's a big one.
We're in memoriam.
Yeah. So. All right, so we lost Lance from the Moonshiners. This is a big one because the last couple of weeks have been like, I guess, musicians, like older musicians. This guy was only 30. He was 30 years old.
When you said big one.
I mean, yeah, literally a big one.
I thought you were kind of being an asshole.
No, I didn't mean, I meant I'm a big Moonshiners guy. Speaking of Discovery Plus, do you watch the Moonshiners?
Oh, of course. I watch every week.
I watch it
this past, what is it on? Tuesday nights? I think I watched for about 4 hours the other night.
Yeah. Moonshiners is incredible. I've been watching it for the past, 6 years, 6 years, whatever it's been on.
Which is here, my comment on it.
What's that?
A couple of weeks ago, or this past weekend, Discovery did Billy Brown Day.
Yep. Where
it was just Alaskan bush people for about 16 straight hours. We haven't seen Moonshiners Day yet, so maybe Lance wasn't in the good graces of the Discovery people.
Well, he hasn't. They were really only on like for one or 2 years. I think Correct. It was him and his dad. I forget his dad's name.
It was a very different show then.
Yeah, no, I think it was 2019 last time he was on. And
it was a very different show. Yeah. He was like the one wasn't he shooting up like Mark and Digger's truck, and then they exploded him, and then like lots of explosions.
Yeah, a lot of bad blood. It was like a father and son team, and they never actually made liquor. I feel like Lance and his dad Jeff, they failed every single time. Like something will go wrong every time. Like I don't think they ever actually made a profit on liquor. Yeah. So, do you remember the episode where? Well. You remember the biggest thing for Lance? Like he had this whole thing about creating absinthe. Do you remember that?
Remember this. No.
So that was his whole thing.
Just exploding a car. I think he shot up a car or something.
Yeah, he was like the enforcer of the group.
Yeah,
but
I think he crossed the wrong people.
But he wanted to create absinthe. So the whole season, I think it was in 2019.
It had to have been season 1 or 2.
Yeah, so his dad was like, "We don't want to do it. Let's stick to moonshine." He was dead set on it. So he spent all this money, all this time, created absinthe finally. So he made this liquor bottle, and he goes, "All right, Dad, you try it first." So his dad tries it. He just starts vomiting everywhere. Horrible vomit. And so Lance goes, "It can't be that bad, Dad. Let me try it." So he takes a sip. He starts vomiting everywhere. So that was his biggest fail, and I don't think we've seen him since, to be honest with you.
I haven't read the obituary, but I'm hoping he didn't die in a horrible still explosion accident.
No, he died in his bed.
Okay.
Yeah, his mom found him. Unfortunately,
so
he's only 30 years old.
It was not a still exploding because I don't think that would be good for the future of moonshiners.
Yeah, no. I mean, they're examining him now, but they say they found him in his bed. They don't think any foul play, no funny business. So, I mean, he was a big guy, obviously in very poor health. So,
why? Obviously.
What do you mean? Guy had to be like 700 pounds, wasn't he? Just say it. That can't be good for your heart.
No, I can't imagine. But the
And
moonshiner probably not either. But
yeah, moonshiner. So I don't know. He was awesome though. Him and his dad were good on the moonshiners. I haven't seen them in a couple of years, but
2 out of 4 weeks, Discovery Plus, they're not doing too well.
I know, really.
Yeah. Maybe it's to pump up the subscriptions.
It might be. The next episode, season 3, Naked and Afraid. Somebody's not coming up.
If somebody else is featured in the next couple of weeks, we might be looking at the Discovery executives and saying we have a conspiracy on our hands.
Yeah, that could be scary. They need the subscriptions at this point.
Yeah.
So,
Tickle, you're next.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Tickle, he's still on the show. I feel like every single time, like starting at the beginning, he's always arrested. No, he's not in jail anymore.
No, I know. He's in jail at like the start of the season, and then like 2 episodes in, he's like back to cooking moonshine.
Yeah, then he's in jail again.
Yeah.
But now he's doing moonshine again.
Yeah, he's who knows?
That guy just doesn't care. It's good, man.
I was actually in his town this summer. And I was on the phone with somebody, and I was like, I'm not lying to you. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm like where they're featured on Moonshiners. Then I looked where I was. It was actually Tickle's town.
Where does he live?
It was in Virginia. I think it was like...
Oh, it's right. Virginia. You're right. Virginia, yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, as a joke, I'm like, yeah, I'm in Moonshiners territory. No, I was actually in Tickle's town. So...
Tickle's a big name. Still going strong.
Watch Moonshiners Tuesday on Discovery Plus.
It's a good show. All right, let's move on to the next one. We're going to go really long today, I can tell. We've had a few drinks today, so let's go.
Drunken Asshole, Story of the Week.
All right, so she were Drunken Asshole, Story of the Week. I found this one. You have no idea.
I haven't heard this one yet.
You haven't heard this one yet.
This is all new to me.
So this happened today, literally like a couple hours ago.
You should have done like the ESPN. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
I know you should have. This is a breaking news. Drunken Asshole. Here we go. In Iowa City, Iowa, this guy, 51-year-old man, Robert. Let's throw his picture up here real quick.
Oh, he looks good.
There he is. So Robert was hiding.
You know what he looks like? Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
He looks just like Mac's dad from Always Sunny.
Oh my goodness, he does. Wow, you're right.
Yeah. It's a spinning image.
It looks just like him. You're right. So this guy apparently was hiding in an alleyway.
Ronald McDonald.
So a cop was, just walking the streets, whatever. He was about to get into his car, and this guy, he threw a full can of beer at him. Just hit the cop. Of course, it was PBR. They actually gave the name of the beer, it was PBR.
I would have guessed like a Colt 45 or Steel Reserve, but PBR would have been my third guess.
Yeah, so PBR full. So the cop obviously turned around and started running. This guy. So Robert runs right into a bar, and he starts running in circles around the bar. The cop's chasing him around the bar. Of course, he gets caught at some point. And so the cop, handcuffs him, whatever. And so he asks him some questions. He goes, I might be drunk, but he goes, in quotes, I wasn't the chucker. So he denied the throw of the beer.
So he denied it. Yeah.
He denied it. But he agreed he was drunk. He was in the alleyway, but he denied throwing the beer at him. And he went to a bar to run around the bar. Literally, I think it said they went around like 6 times.
So do we have proof that he was the chucker?
I did not see that in the story.
So there's a chance he was not the chucker.
But why would he run? Why would he run?
So I think the most famous chucker of all time. Do you know where I'm going with this?
No, where are you going with this?
The pizza
throwing Boston
at Fenway.
Yeah,
that might be the most famous chucker of all time.
Yeah,
another man got thrown out before the actual chucker was caught.
You just have to deny and hope that nobody has it on video or saw it.
Somebody got thrown out before that pizza slice was gotten to the right person. So I think this man might be onto something. I think it might not have been him.
So you think he's innocent?
I think he's innocent until proven guilty.
He looks like he's pretty confident in that picture.
He looks like a guy who's chucked a couple beers in his life, though.
So, yeah,
I don't know. I think he's innocent until we find a video or a second person. I got to assume it. I got to assume innocence.
It's true. Unless it's prove it.
I think if you have the confidence to do something like that, you also have the confidence to admit it.
True.
Like I don't think you're like, hey, look what I'm gonna do. Bah! Wasn't me.
I like how he said it. I am drunk, but it wasn't the chucker. Like that. That's quite the quote. So
I think he knows who the chucker is. He just doesn't want to admit it.
He's not going to rat him out.
He's not a rat.
All right, so let's go next one. I'm dreading this segment. I've been drinking Bud Lights and Trulies, so I'm not looking forward to this one. But let's do it. All right, so I'm opening this beer. This is from Moat Mountain. This is called Scotty's IPA.
Wait a second. Moat Mountain?
North Conway.
I think this needs to go with a Mo Burger.
A Mo Burger and a Moat Mountain. All right. I guess I'm going to take a sip of this.
That's just short of a T.
What?
The Mo Burger.
Yeah.
You're drinking Moat Mountain. I think you could use one of these chips to cleanse your palate.
All right. So this is quite the hazy beer here. So
yeah, it doesn't look like my style. I don't think I'd like that.
Yeah, so this is an IPA based out of North Conway. I believe it's light for me, 6.3% alcohol. Since I've been drinking 10+%, it seems every single week.
Where'd you get this? Did you get this from your guy?
No, this is a random store. I wasn't by my guy Ahmad, so I'm sorry, Ahmad, if you're listening to this. I cheated on you. But this is a
Don't
West
take
Coast.
that into the score.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll take a sip of this. I mean, like I said, I've had a couple Trulies and Bud Lights before this one, so let's see here. All right. Yeah, it seems like I'm drinking a Bud Light, honestly, at this point, because it's so light, 6.3%.
Going from nine to 6.
It smells really good. And actually, I don't think I've ever smelt a beer that smells good. So, I mean, this is a weird beer. I'm going to call this the roller coaster beer. That's my nickname for this one. I literally got bitter, and then grapefruit, and then hops, and then fruit, all in one sip. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Actually, it's very easy to drink. So I'm going to have to give this one, I'm going to give it my favorite number of all time. I'm going to give it a 6.9.
Oh, yeah.
So
now, what do you think of a Moat Burger with a Moa Burger?
Yeah, I think so. I could crush 4 of these at least easily. This is definitely a crushable beer.
Couple cans of Moa Burger.
A Moat and a Pringles and Moa Burger. I think it'd be perfect together. This is definitely a summer beer. Like this is a good summer beer.
It almost sounds like it's like a session, but plus the alcohol.
Yeah, it's different. It's not a normal IPA. It's like a light IPA, but it's got more flavor than most light IPAs. So it's a good beer. I'm surprised, actually. I thought this was going to be terrible.
I don't think it's going to make the champion list, but I think it's going to be up there pretty close. Yeah. What are we giving it?
So both I gave it a 6.9. So what I think I'm going to do, we've been talking about social media a little bit, getting better at it. I'm going to do like a rating system on my Twitter at Drunken Saber like I'm gonna do a list rather than do the videos and put it on here. I'll have like a going list of where they're at, so people can follow exactly what's going on with the beers.
Sounds good to me.
So we'll see. We'll do like how AEW does the rankings every single week.
Yeah, like you're allowed to move up, you're allowed to move down.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Bad showing's not going to kill you.
Right, exactly. So we'll do something like that.
I like it.
So not bad. Are you drinking Bud Light?
Of course.
I actually kind of want a Bud Light right now, to be honest with you. So, all right, so let's move on. Schubert, the trivia time. Are you ready?
It's time.
All
I
right.
hope so. We've touched on a lot of my favorite stuff this week, so if I have a poor showing, it's on me.
Get your brain cells together. Let's do it.
I'm ready.
All right, welcome to the Stump Schubert Trivia. Six-pack of questions based off of today's shows.
Three is the high score, I think.
Yeah, 3. And did you get 4 at one point? I think I got 4.
Did I? I think it was.
We'll have to go back. We'll have to look. But the rules of this game obviously are: if he gets it wrong, he needs to take a sip of his beer. He gets it right, I'll take a sip of his beer. And
you'll take a sip of my beer.
Yeah, I kind of want the Bud Light. I don't want to drink this one. I want to drink the Bud Light. But yeah, I'll take a sip of beer. So,
and the loser chugs a full beer. It's going to be you this week.
Is that new, or has that always been the rules?
I thought it's kind of been a gentleman's rule.
Okay. All right. Oh boy. Well, you better get a full beer then.
I got one over here.
All right, deal. All right, are you ready for question number 1?
Let's do it. Let's rock and roll.
All right. What was Ana Lucia's seat number in Lost?
Are you kidding me?
I had to go hard on the first one.
You give me like a range?
No.
Like if I'm within
she says it
2
like
or
5 times in the show.
42.
Are you kidding me? You're right.
Yeah, baby.
It's 42. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm not even. I mean, it has a letter letter affiliated with it. But I'm going to give you. But if you had to pick a letter, what would you say?
Choose a window. A.
Obviously, it's 42F. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I knew she was the tail section, and the 42 was the number.
That's impressive. So I'm screwed on this one because it gets easier.
No, but
all right.
My logic makes sense, correct?
That makes sense.
She was in the tail, and 42 was the number. So, bam!
Wow, that's good job. All right, question number 2. During Prohibition, what did Pabst Brewing Company make to stay alive?
I'm going to say coffee.
Incorrect. It's cheese. Your favorite.
Oh, my second favorite thing. Coffee, I knew they have recently they've just been like cranking out coffee beers. So I figured that had something to do with it.
Yeah. No, they did cheese. Apparently they did really well. And they actually sold their cheese, like their patent, to Kraft.
Oh, so this probably my favorite show that nobody's watching is The Food That Built America.
This is on there?
I haven't seen this week's episode, but the Kraft was this past week. So
Ooh.
It's a cool show. If nobody's watching it, basically what it like dramatizes like cool events in food history. Like they did a full episode about the Domino's Pizzas brothers. They were brothers, and then like what they got mad at each other. And one brother was like, "Hey, will you buy out my half of Domino's Pizza?" He's like, "Sure. What do you want?" He's like, "I want to keep the Volkswagen Beetle." He's like, "Here you go." Today, that Volkswagen Beetle half would be worth $7.2 billion.
Wow.
So
Jeez.
it's a cool show. I recommend everybody watch it. I love it. They did like a McDonald's episode, a Pizza Hut episode, a Hershey's episode. It's awesome.
That's definitely a wheelhouse. So, all right,
Adam
we'll
Richmond,
take your sip.
Adam Richmond is in it.
Oh, is
From
he?
Mad vs. Yeah, it's
Good
great.
man. Good man. So, all right, Schubert. Speaking of shows, you're gonna get this because I didn't know you already subscribed to Discovery Plus. So I'm screwed on this one. What is the name of the new Discovery Plus show featuring Tickle from Moonshiners? It's a barbecue competition series.
Smoking.
That's incorrect.
No, I wasn't finished.
What is it called?
It's like Moonshiners smoking wood, smoking cuts.
I think you're gonna take a sip on this because you're close, but you're not close enough.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it. I know
Smoke ring.
Smoke ring.
So I thought you were gonna get. When you see he's subscribed, I feel like that has to be the biggest show on Discovery Plus.
I watched it today.
I did watch it too. We did the whole hog competition. Oh yeah, but it's on Discovery. It's not on Discovery Plus. I just watched it on the Discovery Channel.
But they always do these like side shows with like stupid names, like Naked and Afraid, The Cold Cuts. It's like them being cold. It's like the Moonshiners, the
Master Distiller. That's a big one.
Like they just do all these like they do too many sideshows. I can't keep track.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go to number 4 here. Who was the hero who was the first hero to decline membership in the Justice League?
We talking comics?
I'm guessing comics. I don't know.
Or the movies?
Let's look this up. Let's go with comics.
I'm going to need some clarification.
Go with comics. And if I'm wrong and you Google it, then I will chug a beer.
I bet it's like I kind of think this is like a trick question. I bet it's Batman.
You going to go with Batman?
Yeah.
It's a Metamorpho.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I don't even know who it is. I just Googled this one. I had no idea. I was trying to look at Justice League questions, and this is what came up.
Find me a human being on Earth that knows that. Get back to me.
Once we go live next week, we'll do live YouTube videos, and so we get the comments going.
Somebody will pop.
Somebody's going to get it.
Well, I knew it.
All right, so you only got one so far. You still have a chance for
and I got like the hardest one.
The easiest one is next. Take a sip of that beer, by the way. Okay. In the movie Avatar, what was the name of Jake Sully's brother? It's a common name.
I know. I think it's like Sam.
No, it's Thomas.
Fuck.
I actually segued that in perfectly for the next question. I did it on purpose, but close.
The next one's Sam.
No, it's Tom.
Thomas Wayne.
Okay, so Schubert, you got to get this to get 2 questions right today.
Oh.
Tom Holland is a fan of what English Premier League team?
Tottenham.
Incorrect.
It's Liverpool, isn't it? I'm gonna fucking be pissed.
Incorrect. It's Arsenal. So that was a poor showing. Those were tough questions. You actually got the hardest question of all 6 correct.
Exactly.
I couldn't believe you got the Ana Lucia question right. That was incredible.
That was just the powers of deduction.
I thought the Discovery Plus one was a gimme for you for sure. Justice League, I had no idea.
No idea. Yeah. I'm not embarrassed by my showing.
Yeah, no. I can't believe you got that first question. So
Well, that's
Good
just
for you.
why not? It had to have been one of the numbers,
Yeah,
right?
makes sense. Yeah, you made sense of it.
So
So, all right, we're going late. Oh, hour and 5 minutes. All right, let's do it. Last part here. All right, so what's on tap this weekend, Schubert? What's going on?
I actually, for the first time in a long time, have actually nothing. Like absolutely nothing. So I'm just gonna drink Bud Lights and play video games for probably the next 36 hours.
That sounds incredible. Over there in Ohio, or
Yep. I was gonna be ambitious. Go up to Cleveland, do the rock and roll. No, staying in the hotel room. Ton of Bud Lights. I'm gonna hop on. Right now, I think I'm gonna actually hop on Twitch at Matt Does It All. Play some Elder Scroll Online with video. You can have the luck. You'll be lucky enough to watch me. So maybe I'll fall asleep. You might be able to watch me sleep tonight.
well, speaking of, you better go on tomorrow and go on
Do the
Instagram
Mario.
Live and do the Mario thing.
Yeah, so that'll happen.
We all need to see what was in that box and what
The
you do.
the only time I'm gonna leave the hotel room, I might shoot off to the casino tomorrow afternoon and see if I can win a little bit of money.
All right, I like that. So casino, do the Mario thing.
And the Harvest Moon game. Yeah, we've been bringing it up. I'm gonna get into the Harvest Moon game, which that could set me back fucking 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, it's a completely addicting. So
Harvest Moon 64 is a top 3 game of all time for me, and from what I've heard, this is the closest one to it. So
yeah, it definitely goes back to those roots for sure. So yeah, so for me tomorrow night I have to do. Have you ever heard of Hunt a Killer, the game?
no, sounds miserable.
So in a way, it's awesome, but they screw you. So I signed up for Hunt a Killer. Months ago.
I remember this. Yes.
Yeah. So it costs $40 and they send you a single box. But they don't tell you that the box is 6 episodes long. So I got a box, you get through 1 episode, and okay, continue your investigation, wait till next month. So we finally got the 6th box about $300 later. So I'm meeting up with my brother-in-law, Brad, and Steph tomorrow, and we're gonna do the Hunt a Killer, finish that off, and yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. I mean, it's not worth $300, whatever. I think I'm more of it, $350 worth, but yeah. So I'm doing that. I'll probably check out Tom Holland's new movie Cherry, even though it's awful.
Yeah,
reviews.
I'd say that's worth a watch. I was thinking of
So other than that, I got nothing.
Yeah, we don't have any. It's nice that it's kind of nice that we don't have any like big events.
Yeah, nothing big, which is good.
Till next weekend. Next weekend we got Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's right. We finally have 1 weekend. We didn't even talk about WandaVision at all today.
Yeah,
but,
maybe we'll do it. We'll do it next week.
I think we're gonna do like a review episode at some point. So we'll do
Yeah, that sounds like
reviews
a good idea.
So, all right, everybody. Thanks for hanging in there, and we'll see you next week for sure with cheese.
Until next week.
All right.
Cheers.
See you later.
Cheers, everybody.